And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We're back for episode 3 of our murder mystery. We're trying to discover who has killed Sonic the Hedgehog. We last left off. Oh my goodness. We last left off. Words are hard sometimes. We last left off with Knuckles in the bar car. And we're feeling pretty good about his alibi. We need to corroborate it with some people. But Knuckles is looking like he might be innocent. But we don't know for sure. There are more mysteries to uncover the truth, too. And this episode is taking us to the library. Let's do it. Head on to the next car. You got it, partner. Here we go. The library car. Different music. Different vibe. Everyone's favorite journalist reporter, Amy Rose, is hot on the scoop. I'm heading out. You've been fabulously helpful.
Already? Before you go, Espio and I wanted to give you your presents.
Oh yeah, it is Amy's birthday. I kind of forgot about that. You're too sweet. Vector, it seems we have more guests. Amy, there you are. Found any leads yet? I mean, you seem to have the head start on us. So we're racing against Amy to solve this murder. Come on, Tails. We already knew this. We already knew that she had a key. I'll solve this case before anyone else. Bye-bye. Amy may be hasty, but she's thorough.
Now, what are you two doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I say.
I'm the detective, so I can't be the murderer. And I'm, here to ask if anyone's hungry.
Starved. I'd kill for a chicken parmesan right about now.
Maybe kill isn't the right language to use right now, Vector.
I'm Vector the Butcher. I'm licensed to handle raw meat.
And I am Espio, the poet. Poetry, a resonant message from poet to reader meant to challenge our delicate perspectives with the most rhythmic of prose. Tails is such a nerd, dude. Sure, teardrops in the spring, can you hear me? La 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 la, dee 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 dee. That was a horrible poem.
Was that it?
I have more if you like. Cherry blossoms in the spring. I'm satisfied for now, thanks. Is he rhyming even? Can you walk us through what happened after Amy had everyone leave the dining car?
Oh, sure, it's simple. We just explained this to Amy, actually. When we were all sent off, Rogue, Blaze, Shadow, and Sonic all passed through this library car, where Amy told me and Espio to stay.
I promptly picked a book off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Vector got bored, so he left to see what Knuckles was up to in the saloon car.
Yep.
Where was Rouge? We happened to see her lipstick stain on a cup at the saloon car. Rouge came over to the library car, seemingly looking for something. Then she went to search the saloon car. Rouge is looking for something to steal, let's be real. I don't think it's Rouge. She came back shortly after. We heard her shout, "No way!" at the brochure stand over there. but she left back to the casino car before Shadow came through and locked the door. Wonder what she found. She obviously has been on the hunt for something. After Rouge left, Shadow walked through the casino car, then entered the library car and locked the door behind it. Why has Shadow been locking doors? Isn't that his role? He's like the locksmith, the door locker. Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon. Oh, wrong voice.
To the saloon car where Knuckles and I were playing video games. He insisted on showing us up at Super Monkey Ball. I got so engrossed by the rolling monkey action I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car. I guess he walked through the library car to the casino car again, locking the door behind him. Then returned to the lounge car where he was meant to be stationed.
When Vector came back, we realized Knuckles locked the door to the saloon car. We were stuck in the library.
That's when the train sped up. We were worried about the bookshelves falling on us, but we got through all right.
We sat trapped here until Amy arrived asking questions. She's the one that told us someone murdered Sonic. And yeah, that's all that happened. Alright, we're gonna peek around and then ask you guys some questions, because your story's nice and all, but we don't know if we believe it quite yet. I think we're good on the poem, Espio. We don't need to be serenaded anymore. Their alibi seems solid enough, but we should still search for clues. They're saying it's true. We need to confirm Vector's reason for leaving his post and determine if Espio was actually in the library car reading. Alright. Let's go around. Alright, let's search over here first. Okay. Wow, I wish I could stop and look at all these books, but Sonic needs me. No time to rest. That's odd. I know some books have fallen out on the floor and everything, but every book on these shelves is in alphabetical order. But this one... the Mirage Express manual, the train we're currently on. Maybe, but it is interesting. Let's make a note of this. Okay. That is a little suspicious. What's this bright red book? This freaks of evil scientist, Dr. Eggman. His autobiography and recipe book. Nice. Who cares? I wouldn't trust any book he's written. It's weird this is even here. Unless this is his strain. Possible. Maybe people just appreciate an omelet, Tails. You may not be wrong. A globe of our marvelous planet. Spagonia. If you're visiting, be sure to stop at the university and say hi to Professor Pickle. I'll be sure to do that, Tails. He makes one scrumptious sandwich. Alright, what's in the trash? Something's always hidden in the trash. Yeah, we just gotta stay optimistic. There's going to be something in a trash bin at some point. There has to be. Alright, let's see what Espio has to say. Fancy a poem. Got a poem about trains. Locomotive in motion. I think I lost my lotion. The window shows the ocean. Oh, wait, there's my lotion. Alright, thank you, Espio. That was really good. Alright. I don't need to talk to you. Let's just take a pause and sit for a second. Puts him right in the mood to read. Tails, I'm not a detective. I'm doing your job for you. I hate to break it to you. I want to take a nap. Bring it up with my boss, because I am technically working. I have no interest in picking up all these books. Real. A lot of these were knocked out by the train speeding up, but Rouge pulled a lot of these out too, searching for something. Spines are creasing. They're opening too far. Tails is empathetic over everything. Okay. The train is doing something. To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up all this mess either. Let's just leave it alone and let it do its thing. Okay. What's this? Oh, brochures. There are travel destination ideas here like amusement parks, caverns, hotels, restaurants. Oh! Look at this. There's a couple of maps here. Over a map. Let's take it. Okay. This character's supposed to represent me, and that statement couldn't be farther from the truth. I do not like caves. A chow hangs precariously from a tree branch. The large text below reads, "Hang in there." Oh, I really needed to see this. This little chow's hanging there, refusing to use his wings to fly to safety, because choosing the hard way is often the most rewarding. There's no way there was that much thought put into this poster, Tails. Alright, I'm not really finding a whole lot. Shadow supposedly walked through the library car before going into the saloon car. Shadow left the library car. He locked this door on his way out. There's gotta be a reason he's doing this. Should we make a note of it? We're gonna go and take. We found enough clues, really, Tails? We haven't found any clues.
Did you bring me any meat to chop? I may be a butcher, but they confiscated my meat cleaver before getting on the train.
Can't be him. No murder weapon. You actually tried to bring a knife onto the train?
I'm a man of authenticity, Tails. Without a knife, I'm just a chef in a ketchup-stained apron, not a butcher.
If you had a knife on you, we'd think you were the murderer.
But what if I hid the knife?
Alright,
where were you?
So, the two of you don't believe us.
Say.
It's not that I don't trust either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Joshua and I are here to confirm two things. Why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if Espio really was reading in the library car. Vector, why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We're prepared to present evidence if need.
Oh, that's easy. I got bored. What?
I wasn't entertaining him enough, it seems. Vector enjoys being social.
Plus, we were instructed to mingle. I remember the arcade machine in the saloon car, so figured I'd go check it out.
We can confirm because of Knuckles' alibi. Then that brings our attention to you, Espio. Rouge entered the library car, found something, and then left. You said you immediately started reading, but were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car?
Of course he was. Once Espio starts reading, he doesn't stop till it's done. I've seen it happen.
Look at how Espio's just standing there. He's not even looking at Tails or me. Must have been a good read. Was it the book?
Espio doesn't owe you that, detective. Let the man live. What if it was embarrassing?
What kind of things do you think I read? If you won't talk, I have a hunch on what that book might be. Joshua, can you help me out? Well, I would say the only book that I have as evidence, the train manual.
A manual? You think Espio was reading the instructions to the train? Think. What would Sonic do?
What would Sonic do? What would Sonic do? What would Sonic do? Sonic would collect all these rings, that's for sure. Alright, I got plenty of rings. Why would he read a book of train manual, you say? These books are scattered around the floor, sure, but the remaining books on the shelves were in alphabetical order. All except this manual. Meaning someone, at the very least, picked the manual up and put it back in the incorrect place. Why does he feel guilty about it? This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, Espio.
Hey now, I won't have you insulting my pal like that.
Vector is a ride or die. I love Vector. Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself.
Apologies, Espio.
Friendship can form anywhere. I'm kind of profound. That is indeed the book I was reading, the Mirage Express manual. Trains are cool. Okay, he's validated. I'd like to ask you a few questions from the manual, if you don't mind. Tails thinks he's memorized the manual. Alright, we're gonna quiz him. Which pages? We're gonna quiz him on page 97. What efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? Robotic arms. During events, they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes afterwards. I'm telling you, the train killed Sonic. Sonic made a mess with the chili dogs, and the train tried to clean it up. I'm calling the ending right now. Sorry, you guys don't have to watch the rest of the series. That's what happened. Guaranteed. The personal Josh guarantee on the end of the story. The robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought onto the train, ensuring passenger safety. Seems like Espio aced the question, Joshua. Hit him with another one. Alright, we're gonna go with page 231. The cancellation policy. No refunds and you will be charged a no-show fee. This does not apply if you're over the age of 65. The person who made this rule must have been over 65. Last one, Joshua. Let's see if Espio can go 3 for 3. Alright. We are going to go 402. Tails is just assuming that Espio read the entire book and memorized all of it. An intelligent data processing system, it works in tandem with the conductor to assure smooth travel for guests. I guess he did learn the entire book at front to back. Now, did I pass your little test? No, you didn't. Yeah, sure. A poet's brain is often surprising. You've clearly read the manual. Those answers feel far too specific to be guesses. You both had the nerve to question my buddy like that. Oh, Vector.
Don't we want to be supporting folks who read?
You have to admit, though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even if true. No, I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. Vector was the only one to see me reading, after all. My alibi is hard to substantiate, despite being the truth. I believe him. Espio, is that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading? Yes, that is correct. Problem. Rouge was in the car. Alright, I guess it's the library map. Don't waste my time. Not sure that's right. What evidence do we have? I know Rouge was in the car. Shadow's lock? We're out, Joshua. Think! Prove Shadow was in the car? I thought we were gonna prove Rouge was in the car. Alright. Oh gosh. Come on, Sonic. Let's get these rings, bud. This game doesn't know how good I am at collecting rings. I barely did it, but I did it. Shadow walked through the library car to get to the saloon car, where he set the original high score on the arcade machine.
Yeah, but I ended up beating it. It wasn't that high score long. Crocs are natural gamers.
Everybody knows that, Tails. Everybody knows Crocs are natural gamers. Espio said he saw Shadow enter the library car, but he's mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentions that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, Espio was fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. We know Shadow had to walk back through the library car when he left the saloon car, so there's absolutely no way Shadow and Espio didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip. I mean, it was a simple slip-up. I was just fully immersed in the book that I didn't notice Shadow. You're telling me the sound of doors opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up? Well, you see... So if you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock all the doors, then at that moment, were you really in the library car at all? But how would Espio leave? Shadow locked all the doors and no one saw Espio in the saloon car. It's a mystery, my dear Joshua. One that I would love for Espio to solve. You gotta believe me. I was so involved with my book I didn't notice Shadow pass back through the library car. Honest. When Vector returned, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention.
Yeah, I think I remember doing that.
I must avenge my friend's death, so I ask again, Espio. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car? I wasn't. I didn't. I don't see it. Is Espio simply sitting reading, or did he somehow vanish to not notice Shadow's return to the library car? What should I do? I'm gonna defend Espio. I believe him, honestly. Tails. We have a piece of evidence that can answer all of our problems. Oh, okay. The map. All right. Let's do this. Gotta get my thoughts in order. Alright, Tails. Let me tell you what's what. I just realized that when those things are going on, I do not talk. I'm clocked in. See the exits? They're right across from one another. A straight path. If Shadow walked down the straight path, there's a way Espio and Shadow couldn't have seen each other. Where could Espio have been for Shadow not to see him? If Shadow walked through here. I guess here? I guess here. Interesting. That's where I was sitting reading my book.
I can second this. When I returned from the saloon car, Espio was in that same spot.
That confirms it then. You see, Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen each other in this spot because a bookcase is in the way. There's no way Shadow could have seen Espio, or vice versa. Makes a lot of sense. Why you never mentioned Shadow's return, Espio? There's just no way you would have seen him. I apologize for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping despite telling the truth. But I'm glad you all believe me now. Your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points. Thank you both for answering all of our questions. We did it! Another pair of alibis validated. Just like that. We've corroborated 2 more stories, and perhaps proven 2 more people to be innocent. We're cooking right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna crash here for a bit. These chairs are so comfy.
Likewise, I could use a breather. Sadly, our work isn't done. I have plenty of questions for Rouge, and especially Shadow. Seems the door to the next car is open. Amy must have kept it open when she passed through earlier. And that's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector and Espio.
Give 'em heck, and if you need any meat chopped up, say the word.
I'll keep my poetry sharp for you both. A murderer is on the loose, while doors keep getting locked. Tick, tick, tock goes the clock, while our heroes are in the caboose. Oh, man. Come on, Joshua, let's see what's next. Coming. You sure you don't want to stay and look at all the great books a little longer? The mystery calls, Tails. But the mystery is going to call in the next episode. I'm sure you guys saw that one coming, but yeah, thanks for watching again. This is really different from the other videos we're making on the channel, but it's a lot of fun too. I'm enjoying this playthrough, and I've never played this game before, so I have no idea what happens, and I have no idea who the culprit is going to be. But comment below if you've got any theories, if you've not played the game before. My theory right now, I think the train is the culprit. I really do. I think Sonic made a mess, and the train tried to clean it up, but it cleaned it up a little too violently. Anyway, that's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching.